What up, y'all, and welcome to the 2022 NRSL Digital Storm Cup Series All-Star Race. 30 laps of action, one guaranteed pit stop, potentially fuel strategy if we somehow stay green, 26 drivers, past All-Star winners, champions, top 20 drivers in points, people who have never won before but have been around forever. The spiel is enough. Vince Freeze is here. It's not cold. It's hot. It's Florida in the summer, end of June, and Quentin Moore's on pole.
Only the money, baby. That's what it's all about tonight. One winner. That's all that matters. Maybe a little pit strategy, but for real, man, this is one of those races where we're going to let it loose tonight. Let's have some fun.
Taking a look back at all of the past All-Star winners, Alexander Rowe did it first in 2017 at April. Deanna Jones did it in 2018 at St. Joltis. Marty Johnson was the first driver to race his way in through the showdown and win the All-Star race as a rookie. That was at Armory Digital in 2019. What he did that night has yet to be done again. In 2020, we saw Tringali win, getting Audi their lone All-Star win. And that was at Coca-Cola Superspeedway. And last year, as we were talking about in the showdown, Pigs Creek up in Canada, stuff got wild. Jonathan Zorlin took it home and gave Chevy their second All-Star victory in total. Dodge has won 2 of these, Chevy has won 2 of these, and Audi has won it once. Toyota and Ford have not done it. We saw in Daytona in March, Alexander Rowe in a Ford got Ford their first Daytona 500. Could he do that for them here tonight in the All-Star race? Enough speculation. I'm going to go through the starting lineup. Alex Ferranti is on the outside of Quentin Moore. Ferranti has never won a race ever in his Cup Series career. You got Nate Rogers and Kev Shear in row 2. Kev has won here before, back in 2019. Row 3, Andrew Rich and Cara Bell, the only driver last year who didn't get a ride for this year. She's driving the 52 for Rick Ware Racing. Row 4, Peter Onjak and Jessica Shelton. In row 5, we've got Zach Flickinger and Sebastian Kukulon. Row 6, Seth Cole and Cole Deaver. As here comes the command to fire engines.
Drivers, start your engine!
That's perfect.
All right, row 7, you've got Nico Tringali and aforementioned Alexander Rowe. Row 8, Charles Sanford and Keith Rich. Row 9, Dylan Young and Samet Oskin. Row 10 is the on-fire driver of Allison Rain, with her star driver on her team, Zachary Fitzwater Sr. Row 11 is your past champ and your past winner who had a bad Q effort. That's Jonathan Zorlin with 2018 All-Star winner Deanna Jones in the 27. Row 12 is Marty Johnson, the 2019 All-Star winner, with showdown winner Derek Hamill to his outside. And in the final row, row 13, is second place and third place finishers from the showdown, Diego Yepes and RJ Bishop. All right, Vince, 30 laps, 26 drivers this time instead of 32. Do we see a wreck? Are we going green the whole way?
I think we will. And here we go, buddy. Quentin Moore, Alex Ferrani. It's Pensacola. It's under the lights. We're a green flag, baby.
All right, real quick, who's your pick to win the All-Star as we've gone green? I'm going to put my money on Peter Onjak.
It's Wild Night, Marty Johnson. Let's go with a throwback.
All right. Ferranti somehow gets down, but now Rich is going to poke the nose in there into turn 1.
Here's Andrew Rich and your pick Peter right there in line. Kukulon for once. Qualifying? Well, we'll see. It doesn't really matter here now.
It helps when there's only 26 cars and not 42, Vince.
There's Coconut Man on the bottom, too, looking to go bye.
Ferranti's going to go all the way to the back here. See, the drivers are running about as fast as they were during the daytime. Maybe a little faster if it's a little cooler weather here tonight. Lap times were in about 47 2s to 5s. I'm pretty sure they're going just a wee bit faster. Feels like they are anyway.
Yeah, the moves will be a little bit more aggressive, I think, under the lights as we get up to our first full up to speed lap.
Now remember, they will have to pit. Now the pit window prediction here tonight is lap 14 to 16. You should be able to make it from there on the one pit stop.
And there's Diego Yepez and Marty Johnson. They were at the back. It only took them a lap and a half to get in the top, 10, maybe 5 here in a second?
Oh, it's pretty easy when the field goes 3 wide throughout the entire field in just the first lap, man. Dylan Young started like 17th, Rain 19th. Yeah, they're already up at the front.
First 4 wide the
Yeah,
night, though.
they are going a lot faster here, Vince. Temps really cooled off since the showdown. We're running 45 9s to 46 3s. It's a full second faster.
And experience, too, prevails in this format, I think. These guys know how to make moves and get runs faster compared to the first race. As you see, Diego Yepez, and there's our man Zorlin looking to go back-to-back.
Yeah, we've never had a driver win the All-Star race twice. That's, something we've been seeing a lot of people do recently is getting their second win at a particular track. We've seen that quite a lot this year. We saw it with Rain at Denver, Charles at MMP, Seth Cole at Phoenix, even though we hadn't been to Phoenix since 2017. Dylan Young at Richmond, back-to-back years. Sorlin at Martinsville. It's been quite the trend.
So, you see Hamler, showdown winner, he's up there, but we're going to say?
So I mentioned that Marty Johnson had done 2 things that no one's ever done before, and that is, 1, be an All-Star race winner after advancing from the showdown, and 2, being a rookie All-Star winner. Now, no one's going to be able to do the rookie part because there's not a single rookie in the field, but the showdown aspect is something that could happen. You've got Yepes in the lead, you've got Hamill up to second, and you just mentioned RJ Bishop, who's there in the middle.
Yeah, I think it could happen. Yepez he knows the super speedway program well. He's been running well. He ran well at the 500, won the pole. I think anything's possible now. As you see Carabell looking to go
this
forward.
car looks like it's hooked up now here after the showdown, and him and Hamill are leading this line. Single file front 2 drivers, and yeah, there you mentioned Carabell in the 52. They got this ride whipped together real quickly and got her in this race, locked in, signed up. Got that win here in the playoffs. She's looking to get another victory here in the form of an all-star win. And that is something that's never happened, Vince, is we have never had a one-off driver, whether it be just a one-off like Richard Johnson used to do, or a past winner who was not signed up to run the full season. We have never had someone win the all-star race in that circumstance.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting tonight. We have a lot of scenarios. That's the great thing about plate race. We always go through the scenarios, what ifs, until it actually happens. As you see, Kukalon and Fitzmore are good friends on the bottom, with Andrew Rich coming for 3 wide. Someone's falling off the pack. Wow.
That's Zach Flickinger struggling to keep up now. They are going 4 wide here at the back of the pack. But that 4 wide is quickly being disrupted, as if you're the 4th car, if you're 4th on the top there, that lane seems to go away pretty quickly, but they are holding. And now look at Sorlin, Vince. Look at that. He just went from the top all the way to the bottom.
It looked like he was standing still. The rest was standing still. It looked like one of those big restart moves right there.
They are not done going 4 wide. They are still racing it up here. But at the front, it's a battle between Kukalon and Onjak. We've seen drivers. Ooh, he tried blocking him. That didn't work. That opened the door for Andrew Rich. We've seen a couple of drivers here with the patriotic schemes. I'm sure they'll be running those next week. As Seth Cole is wrecked. Oh, that's going to be a big wreck. That just took out a ton of cars. But to finish what I was saying, the RCR cars of the 3 and the 8, they got the gold schemes out for tonight. And they claim they will be running these next week too. As Andrew Rich leads them at the line. Well, we wrecked on lap 7. So that means everyone's going to pit here, Vince, and then they're going to have to pit on the green if we stay green the entire way. But, man, let's see who got taken out of this. Jessica Shelton, Carabell. Oh, Bishop's car is destroyed. Alex Ferranti. Seth Cole, Nate Rogers. Yepes looks like he's clean. Got to watch the stack up here.
Pretty good so far.
I think all of these guys are done anyway, even if they do stack up. Just don't hit the 18. That'd be pretty bad. I think they're going to be fine, though. That was a pretty big incident. Shelton has already called it a night. So while these drivers make their pit stops here under yellow, let's go take a look at the accident. Here we are looking at this accident. Looks like it's going to start between the 07 and the 48. We're focused on the 21 of Bishop, as he was leaning close there with Shelton as well. And I think it's right about here, right before the corner. The 48 and the 07 are going to start to turn to the right. And there it is. And Carabell, nowhere to go. Same with Nate Rogers. Bishop there you see gets clipped into Shelton. Marty Johnson ducked down the track. Look at Yepes slamming the brakes in the smoke to miss this. Turns down the racetrack. All of those drivers, man, they went into the outside wall. Bishop, man, with heavy damage on the front end. He was killed immediately. See, Bishop's going to be the one car unable to drive it back to the pit lane. With that said, let's take some onboards. On board with Seth Cole. Tough break for Seth. On board with Nate Rogers. It's just covered up in the smoke screen there. Ooh. Tough break for Nate. Final on board with Marty Johnson. Woo-hoo-hoo, buddy. Smoke screen and then just freaking got it out of there, man. Let's take you guys to the restart. Getting ready to go back racing here. Out of the race, Alex Ferranti, Carabell, Jessica Shelton, and RJ Bishop. Nate Rogers and Seth Cole opting to continue. So we'll have to see how off pace they are. They could be parked if they are too far off the pace. Interesting strategy calls have struck once again in the Digital Storm Cup Series, and it is Marty Johnson and his number 33 Mustang elected to stay out under this caution flag period. So we expect him to pit within 6 laps of this restart, and he will likely be by himself. Everybody else is going to have to pit around lap 21 to 24, and I believe the longer they stretch it, the less fuel they'll have to take under green, as we've got just 20 cars under power here, and I really don't expect them to wreck, Vince, with 20 cars, but we've seen crazy stuff happen before, so I wouldn't put it past them.
No points on the line. Of course they're going to wreck, now that we said that. But now we'll see. Marty Johnson, I think the only thing he could hope for is he banks on a caution or B, hopes everyone else pits, let's say 21 or 22, and would just hope to stick in that front pack wherever that shuffles out. It's a risky call, but I guess when you're a team that has no permanent crew chief and you're kind of just putting pieces together, why not roll the dice?
Yeah, Team Penske's experimental team here with a one-off, trying something out maybe. But yeah, so I was going to say something and I forgot about it. Okay, yeah, so Johnson's going to have to take a full tank of gas when he pits lap 15, lap 16, Vince. All those other drivers are going to be taking at most a can and a half, maybe a can. So he's going to automatically be losing about 3 to 6 seconds on the pit stop just by them taking less fuel than him, just because that's all they're going to need to make it to the finish.
It'll be a speed run too, just looking at what this experimental team can do in clean air. What can it do on straight line speed for next week for the regular teams? We'll find out.
Fitzwater's got door damage.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, that's big.
That must have come from pit road. I'm wondering if someone's got some front end damage we're not aware about. That door damage is gonna hurt him aerodynamically. Quentin Moore to the inside of Rich, looking for second. Keith Rich in this race, by the way. He's top 20 in the points.
think the runs are going to be different. That outside maybe will prevail, especially with Fitzwater if he's going to hold his pack. But he's staying within the pack right now. I just don't think he'll last.
Yeah, I think Fitzwater should be okay as long as he's got a car in front of him and behind him, or maybe not. It's not even looking good for him with someone in front of him. And you see Hamill going to jump to his inside. They want to get by that 59 car now. As you see Seth Cole and Nate Rogers is way off the pace.
He might be parked soon. Not a couple laps, I think.
Now Marty put to the outside line. Here's something you don't want to happen if you're the 33 team. Now, if you want to pit, you're going to have to be on that inside line. So if you are stuck on the outside line, if we don't see him pit by 16, Vince, because he's stuck on the top, he will likely run out of fuel.
Might be the cautions.
Quinton Moore edging ahead for the race lead here. Chevy's all lined up on the bottom. Behind him, Onjak, Sanford, and Shearer.
There's our 4 wide, though.
4 wide with Shearer and Zorlin. Never cease to amaze. Yeah, and I think Seth Cole is good, but that 9 car, he is way off pace.
I think Fitzy's also at the back of this pack. We'll see what he can do.
Yeah, he is straggling now. Might just be 19 cars going for the All-Star win. Heck, 18 if Johnson, if this stays green. I don't think he's going to have a shot because of having to take all the fuel on.
There's Deanna Jones now looking. Oskin, he's been smooth and quiet all night.
You see Fitzwater looking for a draft. It's not looking good for him.
I'll take a review of that at the end of this race, see what happened. But right now, Zach is still 4 wide a little bit. They're still trying, correct?
Yeah, Nate Rogers has been told to park here tonight. Tough break for that team. We should expect the 9 to pit next time by. Seth Cole is just within minimum speed right now. Look at Deanna Jones. Vince, if not Marty Johnson, could it be Jones as a past winner on the one-off getting the dub tonight?
But there's Rich, though, and now let's see what Marty Johnson does here. We're getting close to that window for him. He stays
He's
out.
on the bottom. He'll stay out here 2 laps 16.
There's our 4 wide again with Hamill, Rich, looking out the outside there.
And both the Riches there in the middle. Father and son.
Now this is the thing is that if Johnson pits, that second pack we might go into 2-pack mode here. This could be big.
And now Johnson's been put back to the outside line by Quinton Moore. I think he's running out of gas.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's out. That held up Sorlin a ton. I'm surprised he stayed out after he was already on the bottom.
I don't understand. I don't have any words for that.
Well, maybe they were just trying to figure out max fuel mileage for these cars for the full-time Penske teams next week. I don't know. But Zorlin and Cole Deaver, they were separated from the pack here. Dylan Young, I think. Ooh, Dylan Young,
close.
He might not even hold on here.
I guess the max fuel is 16 laps with a little yellow help, though. That would be interesting.
Dylan Young is not going to hold.
Are we going to wreck, though? We'll see.
Kugelon to the lead as one RCR car gets separated from the pack. The other takes the lead, but here comes Charles Sanford. Now, Sanford's got just a 1 win this year at Miller Motorsports Park. We have not seen him go crazy like he did last season. But second half of the year, Vince, the schedule's going to start getting wild. Pensacola, off week, then we go Milano. Pukekohe doubleheader in New Zealand, Road 1 up in Canada, Armory Digital. That stretch right there is going to make things very crazy in the point standings, especially with Sorlin right now. He has that huge points lead.
Yeah, and I think, like you said, Milano after Pensacola could be one of those tracks you see Seth Cole still hanging in. That could be one of those surprise winners. Is now they're really going crazy, man, with this 4 wide. I'm surprised.
Yepes back to the race lead. It'll be 12 laps to go this time by. So like I
5
said, oh yeah, 5 wide. What are we doing? Is Onjak going to back out of that? It looks like he did. Maybe, maybe not. No. Back to 4. This is crazy. There's only 16, 15 cars in this pack, Vince. We were really about to wreck with a 15-car pack.
Oh, Peter Anjay, your pick's been really aggressive. We're still 4 wide back there.
Sanford and Rain. But yeah, so like the pit window, Vince, I think it's like 21 to 24. Maybe 23 actually. But remember, the later you pit, the less fuel you're going to have to take. But here's the one thing you also want to consider. If you're not going to pit in that first group, you better not get checked up by those pitting. So that's going to be big.
Another small factor is what does Seth Cole bring into this equation? How far is he going to be on the... When do they time it, or does he get DQ'd? We'll have to find out.
I think Seth Cole is up to speed enough to maintain. He is only about... He's not even 4 seconds slower. So while he's off pace, he is not that far off pace. Fitzwater has already brought it in.
Oh, boy. Okay. Is that a strategy call, or is he's going to be fixing damage, I think, though? That's probably it for him.
No one in the lead pack. Pit there. Yeah, Fitzwater lost about, I think, 10 seconds maybe fixing damage.
There he is. I see him.
4 wide for the lead. It's Alexander Rowe on the bottom.
2 rows of 4. Peter will get shuffled high. There's Quinn Moore, our pole sitter. Oskin, Rain, Kukulon, Sanford. This is like Pig's Freak last year, the regular season finale. We got a lot of contenders.
Quentin Moore jumps up to the middle. Oskin up with him. Rain. She's going 4 wide now. Where do you want to be if you're pitting? Oh, I see people checking up. I think pit stops are starting here, Vince.
Kukulon might be the first one. No, it might be... Oh, wow. This is going to be a big split.
Rain, Kukulon, Flickinger, Tringali, Shearer. That hurt Onjak, Sanford, Rich, Yepes, and Oskin tremendously.
Might actually help Marty Johnson, believe it or not, just catch a small draft. As they're going to take tires, too. Here we go.
Trying to see the pit times here as they come up on screen. Looking at 11 seconds about. So 2 tires and then a lot of gas. So we'll see if any of these drivers here who stayed out are able to stretch the tanks. Who's going to pit this time? I think Moore will be one of the only 2 to stay out. Moore and Andrew Rich stay out. See how much is Oskin able to dive it in here. Just a wee bit. Onjak, though, at the back of the pack. That's not where you want to be. Moore is really getting closed up on here by Andrew. Now you see Rich slows up. He's going to draft with Quinton. Nope, now he's going to try and pass him.
Dylan Young.
First one off of that group. Allison Rain and Sebastian Kukulon, and they are in draft over Nico Tringali.
See Rich, they're going to... Oh, this is not what they needed.
Going to catch Dylan Young here. That second group looking at about the same lap times.
Quinn's got to make a nice move here if he's coming down.
Nope, he's not going to be able to. He was to the outside of Rich. He couldn't get down. Can he stretch it? 7 to go. We saw Marty Johnson start sputtering down the back straightaway. Oh, yep, he's out. He's out. He's running out. He needed to be on the inside line there. That's going to end Quinton Moore's all-star bid here.
Gonna hold up somebody that we'll find out. No,
that's Cole Deaver. So Quinton is out of fuel. There's Andrew Rich coming off the pit lane. Hamill And Deanna Jones beat out Kukulon and Allison Rain.
Can Rich do it, though? I don't think I have enough speed, though.
Andrews up to 180 to 190. There they go.
Third pack, maybe? Maybe second pack?
He's going to get a sniff of draft here, but he'll be just out of range. Yep, as expected, Shearer, Sanford, Onjak, and others too far back. So these guys, they're side by side with what'll be 6 laps to go. Hamill, Kukulon, Jones, Rain, 2v2 match right now. 2 Fords, a Chevy, and a Dodge. Could Hamill make history and be the second driver to race his way in through the showdown and win the All-Star? Now, Vince, though, something he would be doing here if he wins this race that Marty Johnson did not. Marty Johnson did not win the showdown. He was 3rd in his showdown. Hamill would be the first to win the showdown and the All-Star race in the same season.
It'd be impressive, man. It would be impressive, but that second pack with Oskin, they're starting a motor. I don't think this is over.
Yeah, Oskin has caught. And you see Andrew falling to the back of the group. And look at them. They are slicing and dicing it IndyCar style up here. How big of a run. Hamill's going 230, Oskin 234, and all those drivers behind them. It's going to be a 10-car race for this thing. With 5 laps to go, it is going to get insane. Kukulon's going to make a move first. Oskin's going to go with him. See Tringalian. Oh, Seth Cole's going to get involved in this.
Oh, boy. Who's going to get around Seth Cole? This could be for a big win here.
Hamill's trying to figure out which way to go. He's going to go top. Kukulon's going to go with him. Seth Cole's almost going to get into him.
I think Seth's going to hold up somebody, though.
Oh, it's going to be Deanna Jones.
Maybe Rowe.
Oskin gets by Rain. Tringali right behind. Rowe's going to go all the way to the top. I'm not sure what he's thinking there. Jones will get to the inside. It's Hamill leading with Kukulon behind them. Now Kukulon's going for the lead. Look at Samet Oskin. Oskin with a huge run. Everybody going with the 22.
That man's a motor tonight. Allison Rain's back, and here comes Tringali. Flickinger, he was nowhere. He took the back. Now he's starting to make his noise.
Kukulon and Hamill were left to dry by the veterans. Zach Flickinger, another Ford up here. Flickinger, he hasn't won since Dover, dating back in 2018. Now, that was a points-paying race, but, you know, he still hasn't won in a long time. That's the point I'm trying to make here. But Oskin is in the lead. Could Oskin's first win of, or second win of the year be a non-points-paying race?
He won that thriller, but
How about Tringali? Tringali won the All-Star 2 years ago for Red Bull.
Andrew Rich, I think Rowe's starting to lose his I don't know if he's got enough.
2 laps to go this time by. Can Oskin hold on?
There's a move.
Flickinger makes a move on Tringali. No help. Now Deanna Jones makes a move on Keith Rich. But it's Oskin, Tringali, 1-2. Nobody going to be caught.
Here comes Rain. Here comes Kukulon.
Rain with a run. Kukulon with a run. Where do they go with it?
Kukulon's going to make it 3 wide. Does he have a run, though?
Can Tringali do anything to pass Samet Oskin? You see Andrew Rich. He's trying to do something. Tringali just can't seem to close the gap to Oskin. Flickinger's closing up to the 7, though. White flag in the air this time by. Flickinger's going to go for it. Ford is looking like they're going to get it done.
Top to bottom.
Rain all the way to the bottom, 3 wide. No, she gets blocked.
Going to have a big run, though, here. They got trail break. This is perfect. I think they're going to get a big run, 3 and 4, buddy. It ain't over. And there's Kukulon. That helps.
They're going to get a huge push here up to Samet Oskin. Does Rain make a move, though, to seal it for Ford? Kugelon's going to go to the inside first, I think. No, there goes Rain.
Oh, Rain.
I think that's going to seal it.
Samet Oskin, baby. 3 and 4. Faster than 5G tonight? We'll find out.
No one could get a run on him after he took the lead, and it's going to be Samet Oskin winning the All-Star race at Pensacola. 5G speed in that number 22 Ford. Man, first year, they get a Daytona 500 win. They get an All-Star win, and it looks like Ford has figured out the super speedways here this year. Man, oh man. Well, a big congrats to Oskin on the All-Star victory. Zach Flickinger second, Rain third. It's a Ford 1-2-3 with Derek Hamill in 7th and Alexander Rowe in 10th.
Good race, man. It was, like I said, exciting. Really had a lot of strategy that came down to it in a small pack, and the only question remains what happened to Fitzy on pit road. But other than that, it was a fun night.
Yes, indeed. And let's go see if we can figure out what happened to old Fitzwater. Well, here's what happened. They're going to slow up here on pit road under yellow. And Dylan Young's just going to run right into the side of Fitzwater on pit road. Trying to squeeze it there and get by him, and he just ran right into him. So that's a tough break for Fitzwater. That's going to do it for us tonight. Your All-Star winner, if we can find him,
Samet Oskin
was the 22 of Samet Oskin. Next week, 4th of July weekend, 30-lap race for Jerky Pro. We haven't seen Jerky Pro in like 5 weeks, so it should be fun. And 40-lap event for Digital Storm, and both races will be under the lights, so it is going to get crazy like it was here tonight. We'll see if Ford can continue their super speedway dominance. And yeah, Pensacola, baby. What more can you say? We'll see you guys next week.
signing off.